Good morning. Today, our daily devotional passages come from Romans chapter 13, and it begins with Paul addressing Christian submission to the governmental authorities in our life. And it goes on to say this right at the beginning: let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed, and those who resist will incur judgment. So Paul goes on to encourage us to obey our governmental authorities and leaders in our life. They've been placed there by God so that we can have leadership and guidance, and so that anarchy does not ensue. Generally speaking, when we obey the laws, obey the authorities, it bodes well for us. We stay out of trouble, we follow the law, and we live peaceably. But breaking laws causes consequences. And in both cases, God allows our leaders to approve of our behavior, then also punish us when we break the law. And they serve God in this way. And we should seek to be good citizens, certainly, each and every day. Now, we do know that God can approve of our behavior in disobeying the government if it means that obeying the government will cause us to disobey God. And in the past year and a half, these truths have been put to the test in the life of the church. We must, and I mean we must, walk each day in close, intimate connection with God, so that when we are faced with complicated issues, we know in our heart of hearts how to honor our authorities and at the same time obey our Father in heaven as well. We need well-intentioned, understanding government leaders, as well as kind, humble, and understanding citizens working together to navigate the complicated issues we are facing in our modern times. Paul addresses even next, he addresses even paying taxes to the glory of God, repaying debts, and giving respect and honor to those whom it is due, including those who are in authority. Then Paul makes a huge statement in that same vein of paying back debts. In verse 8, he says, "Owe no one anything except to love one another, for the one who loves another has fulfilled the law." What a powerful verse. Certainly, he's not forbidding borrowing anything, but always repaying according to what is agreed upon in your terms that you've agreed to. But the debt he mentions here is the one that we owe to everyone, and we should always be paying this debt, and it will never get caught up, is the one to love one another. And the person who has loved one another has fulfilled the law. And then as he ends this chapter, we see a sense of urgency. Salvation is nearer to us now than when we first believed. The call to honor and obey authority, and the call to love one another, it beats back the works of darkness that we should cast off. We should walk properly and put on the Lord Jesus, making no way for the flesh, not gratifying its desires. So let us walk in light today, doing our best to be good, godly citizens of our own nation, as well as our heavenly kingdom, to which we belong for all eternity. Now, how can you do that today? Ask God and allow Him to lead you accordingly. I hope you enjoy your day today as you live out these truths we've seen in Romans 13.